I have a message for you guys. The devil is banking on you, being so fearful of what may happen that you choose with your own free will not to fulfill the destiny that God has for you, the blessings that God has for you, the plan that God has for you to have a good and expected end. During the end, or close to the end, of Jezebel's reign, she knew that Elijah was slaying the prophets. She knew what Elijah could do. She got wind of our God. She knew. But in the midst of Elijah doing all that slaying and being that strong, good man of God, he got a message. He got a message that Jezebel was coming for him. And that message taunted him so bad, bothered him so bad, made him so scared that he would go up under a tree and sit to die. And it wasn't a situation that he was actively after, like in that very second. It wasn't a situation where she was face to face with him. It was a message. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but be encouraged. Pray, fast, worship, and read your word and seek God's answers for your life, for your will, and what God wants you to do. God wants you to have a good and expected end. But the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And the devil can do that with something as simple as words. And if you take those words in and you meditate on what the devil said and not what God says, your end may not be good and expected. So I encourage you to seek God and see what he has for you. And if God has already promised you something, stay on the course. It does not matter what it may look like. Sometimes it takes things to go into the spiritual and come back down and manifest in the physical before you see the manifestation of what God has told you you will have. But in the end, Jezebel and Elijah went to war. And guess who did not make it out? It was the messenger. It was the messenger. God is the Alpha and Omega. God is the author and the finisher. Choose God. Be blessed, guys. Make sure you're praying, fasting, worshiping, and reading your word. Love you.